Are you having trouble taking out your card fast enough for Akashi due to an outdated and bulky wallet? Fear not, Ekster wallets are the perfect solution. Made with premium leather from LWG gold-rated tanneries, Ekster combines style and speed with their streamlined card opening mechanism that makes this process right at your fingertips. And, if you're worried about security, Ekster wallets also offers RFID protection against identity theft and skimming. On top of all that, they also offer a super lightweight, solar-powered tracker that is trackable worldwide, so you can find your misplaced wallet with ease. Ekster Wallets offers a perfect blend of style, security, and speed. Even better, Ekster is having a Black Friday sale from November 5th to November 29th, where if you buy anything, you can get up to 40% off site-wide. Click the affiliate link in either the description or the pinned comment below to get yourself a discount code automatically applied to checkout, and if you purchase a wallet through this link, a portion of the commission earned will help support this channel. See you in the video! Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, Ander, or FBOpenUp on the Lexington server, and today we're going to be going over the recommended gears for Shinano, definitely one of the most requested ships in this series to cover. Being the first ever UR gacha ship, she is undoubtedly the single best carrier in the game. In addition, she also has undoubtedly the floofiest tail in the game too. I'd rate that a Mofu Mofu out of 10. With that being said, let's get into the gear guide. Onto some Shinano gear basics. Shinano is here from the Yamato class. As you may expect from the first ever UR gacha ship, she has some seriously good stats, skills, and is overall just a really good carrier. From her stats alone, you can see some of her very good potential. She has over 1000 more HP than Graf Zeppelin, who used to be the highest HP carrier in the game. In addition, Shinano has heavy armor instead of medium armor, meaning that she takes less damage from most sources, meaning that Shinano is one tanky floof girl. But then this floof girl also has insane DPS potential, with the second highest aviation stat, only a few points off of beating Saratoga Retrofit, who still holds the first place position. On top of that, Shinano has 3 amazing skills, her first red skill being Hope's Tempest, launches some Saoun planes 3 seconds into battle, and they reduce a single enemy's torpedo, firepower, and anti-air by 3%, and increase the damage that they take for the rest of the battle by 3%. In addition, whenever Shinano launches an airstrike, she gets a guaranteed extra airstrike that launches extra Shirenkai, Ryusei, and Saoun planes. This is very good because guaranteed airstrikes are very good. So, onto her next skill, Dreamwaker's Bow. It increases Shinano's aviation stats by 15% for the first 2 battles of each sortie, and she also fires a very good guaranteed barrage every 15 seconds. Keep in mind that this barrage that shoots out a bunch of really nice looking butterflies is affected by backline positioning, so Shinano will have to be your flagship so that the skill gets the maximum amount of damage. In addition, Shinano also launches this same butterfly barrage 15 seconds after the battle starts for your other fleet's 3rd, 4th, or 5th battle. As you'll see in the battle showcase, this blue butterfly barrage deals a ton of damage and covers a super wide area. And if that wasn't enough already, Shinano also gets a 3rd skill, being Protector of the Moon. This increases the firepower, evasion, and ASW stat of all destroyers in the same fleet as her by 15%, and if she has 3 or more Sakura Empire ships in the same fleet as her, Shinano takes 20% less damage from all main gun or aircraft damage, and increases the aviation and accuracy of your Sakura Empire carriers and light carriers by 15%. So as you can see, Shinano is insane. So if you have her, make sure to level her up as fast as possible. Onto Shinano's gear guide, her first slot being the fighter / dive bomber / torpedo bomber / anything that's not a seaplane slot. A lot of people are wondering, what is the best plane for this? Well, it's pretty simple. If you're in chapter 11 or lower, and are finding that you can deal with airplanes just fine and have enough anti-air, run a dive bomber in the slot for more damage. You may be wondering, why don't I run a torpedo bomber instead? Well, there's 2 reasons for that. One, because the SP2C Helldiver is actually overpowered. Have you ever seen Saratoga? She's got 2 of those things and she's an absolute monster. Also, because dive bombers have a bit more airspace control than torpedo bombers. This will help you achieve aerial superiority a little bit easier. If you're in chapter 12 or 13 and need more aerial superiority and anti-air, instead run a fighter plane in this slot to go and maximize your ACV. For those that want maximum damage and want a dive bomber, well, the choice is very simple. Just use the amazing SB2C Helldiver in this slot, the best dive bomber, and if you don't have one yet, you can easily farm it on 3-2. For those in chapter 12 or 13 and would rather have more airspace control, you can always use any of these really good golden fighters. Overall, the best plane for this is the F4U Corsair Pirate Squadron. You can buy this from the Core Data Shop for 800 core, got a really wonderful skill, great reload time, and is overall a wonderful pick. If you want more damage out of your fighter but want a slower reload, you can go with the Sea Hornet, and from here there's 4 other gold fighters that have the same 2x500 pound bombs, so all of them have very similar performance and you can use any of them. These 4 fighters are going to be the Kawanishi N1K3 Ashiden Kai, the Golden Repu, right here, the Golden Sea Fang, right here, and finally the Golden Hellcat, right here. If you have none of those planes, the best budget plane for this, who do not have any of these gold planes listed, is going to be the purple Corsair right here, that you can get from 3-4. For Shinano's dive bomber slot, this is probably the easiest choice that you can make in the entire game. First of all, slap on an SB2C Helldiver, and that's it. Why? Well, we live in a society where the SB2C Helldiver, due to its very good bomb sizes and amazing consistency, is king, compared to the BTD Destroyer, who can have higher DPS, but these two 1600 pound bombs just aren't as consistent as the amazing Helldiver. And also, I'm actually curious, does anyone actually have a purpose for the comment? I see that it has a faster reload, but it's literally just got inferior bombs, and yeah. So if anyone has an actual use for the comet, let me know, I'm actually curious. For Shinano's Torpedo Bomber slot, there's a lot of good options, so it really boils down to personal preference on which plane that you equip. If you want pure DPS, you can use the TBM Avenger from the Micro Layer Medley event. It has a slightly slower reload than its competitors, but it definitely makes up for that with its highest torpedo bomber damage out of all of its competitors, as well as an extremely useful skill that increases damage against battleships and battlecruisers by 3%, as well as a chance to inflict the flooding debuff. If you instead want to get some Sakura torpedoes that have a kind of homing feature, as well as some aesthetic for matching an IJN plane to an IJN carrier, you can use the Aichi B7A Ryusei, and if you want a faster reload, you could use the Golden Barracuda with that very nice fast reload and very solid damage. Now for Shinano's Aux Gears, for general purposes, the standard ideal loadout will be running double gold steam catapults for the massive aviation boost that they provide. Some good substitutes if you find yourself lacking in some gold steam catapults include the Core Data 500 core homing beacon that decreases airstrike loading time, which is a very useful skill. Also from Core Data, you can get the aviation fuel, which makes your planes a little beefier and a little faster. Or you could use the aviation oil tank, which also makes your planes a little bit more beefier. If you have the purple version of the steam catapult, you could also use that, but do keep in mind that it's a straight downgrade from the aviation oil tank, so you should be using the aviation oil tank over the purple steam catapult 100% of the time. Now for the battle showcase, I'll be doing the SP stage of the Universe in Unison event, and as many of you guys pointed out, you can actually get the gold baguette gun, which is the best destroyer gun overall, so I would definitely encourage you to do this stage if you can. So, without further ado, let's begin. So for the first battle, we'll just go and be taking a look at Shinano, and I'll be using Azuma as my vanguard. She gets a 15% aviation boost for the first 2 battles, and takes 20% less damage from guns and planes if there's at least 3 Sakura Empire ships in the same fleet as her. And since the 15-second mark just went off, that's her guaranteed butterfly barrage right there. Very pretty. And overall, right now is going to be when she procs her airstrike, and let's see if those homing Ryusei torpedoes hit. And they did. So that's all, and please enjoy the next part of the battle segment where I just demonstrate how Shinano destroys everything else. Enjoy. So here's battle number 2, I skipped over, so here's our little butterfly barrage that activates every 15 seconds. Boop boop boop. and in a few seconds her airstrike will go off, and let's find out whether or not she will just annihilate this Roan Muse. Oop. And there you go. That's Shinano for you, and that's battle number 2. Oop, oop. Nice. And also I forgot to mention, for the first 3 seconds she does launch that Sound Recon plane that decreases the firepower, torpedo, and anti-air by 3%, and increases the damage taken by that person by 3%, which is why that Baltimore right now has that little purple swirly thing over her head. Let's see if she dodges all those torpedoes. No, she does not. She died. Alright, that's battle number 3. Solid. So I got bored, so I reset the stage, so let's watch as Illustrious Muse dies. Okay, well, there you go. Most of the time the homing torpedoes don't actually hit, but it looks like right now it's pretty good. Pretty good. Because all those homing torpedoes like hit beautifully. Ooh. Nice. And here's round 2. Yep, disintegrated. Very nice. A little bit of cleanup, and there you go. Honestly, I'm not counting the battles anymore. I'm gonna just go and keep on showing a bunch of clips of Shinano killing things. Now let's see if Baltimore will be able to go and dodge Shinano's homing torpedoes. Oh, it looks like she did! So that's one little downside of the homing torpedoes. Either all of them hit, or for some reason all of them miss. So if you want more consistency, you could use the TBM Avenger or the Golden Barracuda, or if you have Formidable or someone else that can slow down people, then that's a good reason to use the homing torpedoes. Other than that, sometimes they just don't work properly, like Hinata. Oh, Vampire, very cool. So yeah. With that battle showcase finished, that will conclude my gear guide for Shinano. As always, if you found this information helpful, consider dropping a like and subscribing. Don't forget to press that notification bell for my future uploads as well. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions that need to be answered, and I'll try my best to reply. If you're interested, you can always join my Discord server if you need any advice, or if you want a place to relax. That'll be all for this video, so I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!